Hey everyone, this is going to be a July market update for the Myrtle Beach area when it comes to short-term rentals or vacation rentals. It's going to be a year-over-year comparison, 2023 versus 2024 for the market as a whole. My name is Stephen Kroback. I own and operate Myrtle Beach Destinations. We're a vacation rental management company. We manage about 100 listings ranging all the way up to North Myrtle Beach down to Myrtle's Inlet, primarily focused in the Myrtle and North Myrtle Beach areas. As you can see on my screen here, we're looking at key data, a very powerful software tool. I'm going to move my face here, but essentially what it does is it integrates truth data from property management companies. So you can see down here, we've got 88 property managers, 6,000 plus properties within the area. And what it does is it just pulls their information and then integrates it into this software program so we can kind of see what the market trends and how we're performing against the market and that type of thing. So this is a little bit of an eyesore here, so I'm gonna I printed it out and I'll swap screens here, tabs, I should say. So what we're gonna be looking at first is just a paid occupancy year over year. So you can see on the left, the solid yellow line is July 2024, the 1st to the 31st. You can see that yellow solid line here. We're looking at a 78.9% occupancy, and then the dotted line, which you can see is pretty obvious trend above where the 2024 line was. We're looking around 86.5% occupancy. Once again, this is the market as a whole. Some units perform much better, some perform much worse. It's just a total average based on those 6,000 properties that we were getting the information from. So what are we seeing here? Nothing majorly concerning, but July is certainly the biggest month of the year that we'll have in Myrtle Beach, and we noticed that it's about a 7.5, give or take, percent difference drop from 2023 to 2024, and this tends to match the sentiment that a lot of owners have been seeing in the area, where June and July really have been slower. This year as a whole has been slower in terms of demand, occupancy, and revenue in the Myrtle Beach area up to this point. The real interesting story here is looking at the revenue per available room. This is just a standard industry metric to kind of give you an idea of how much revenue per available room each specific rental is bringing in. And so we can look at, once again, the solid line here is going to be 2024, so that's this year. The dotted line you can see trending once again much higher in general, depending on the week, is going to be 2023. But the real story here is looking at the total average for July. We're seeing that the average for Myrtle Beach, and once again, this is all units as a whole, $260 per available room, and that's per night. And then looking at the overall for 2023 was 290. So pretty large decrease. We're talking over 20% drop year over year. And a lot of owners are seeing that total in their revenue. Revenue just not being quite as strong as last year. We've especially seen it negatively impact units off of the beach, or maybe units that haven't been updated as much. So just kind of an interesting data point to keep an eye on. And what you should be doing when you're seeing this type of data moving forward is, especially as you're moving into August and the off season, you really need to be looking at your prices and making sure that everything is adjusted appropriately. So maybe not jacking up prices that we had year over year, making sure that incentivizing guests to book earlier, book longer stays. That's really going to help fill in the revenue that a lot of owners are seeing gone this year over year. But just wanted to share this quick market update. If anyone has any questions, be happy to dive a little bit deeper into this stuff. Key data is a really powerful tool. There's about a billion different metrics you could look at with KPIs and everything. I just really like the occupancy and the revenue per available room. I think it gives a good snapshot. So if you got any questions, feel free to reach out to us through our site. Once again, my name's Steven with Myrtle Beach Destinations. I appreciate your time.